fun. This is Chrystal with an H. Like I mentioned, you can find me on Facebook or Instagram at Chrystal Norwood or Ambitious Queen. See you guys later.
Welcome to the Witty podcast. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. Subscribe to the channel. I'm going to put that up front because for some reason, people out there watching hard-headed. They'll watch. They may hit a like button from time to time, but get you to subscribe.
Hit the subscribe button, people.
We're over 1,000 something, so we have made strides, but I appreciate those who have supported up to this point. If you're a new viewer, please stay for a while. We are here to support you, the people, black people specifically. If you are anywhere in the Little Rock and surrounding area, if you've been in business for 6 months or more, and you're serious about what you do, we'll gladly have you on. We'll highlight you, whatever business it may be. You can be selling sex toys to cheeseburgers. We don't care. We're going to take care and make sure you get your stuff out to the public, to the masses, to let them know, I should say, that you got something going on. Yeah. But hey, I'm shut my fucking mouth. And shout out to all the people that's not here. I mean, as you can see, it's a skeleton crew. We got a skeleton crew here. Shout out to JD, Moso, Kalandra, Latanya Holmes, Dorinda Alexander, the whole crew. I hope I ain't forgetting nobody. Oh, Big Slim. She'll be pissed the fuck off. She'll cuss me out. She'll piss me. She'll gonna cuss me out. I ain't forget about you, Big Slim. Who do we have in the building? Who do we have here? Returning guest.
Hi everybody, this is Chrystal with an H, also known as Ambitious Queen. I am a professional model and life coach, mentor, babysitter, tutor, all of the above.
Mm-hmm. I'm about to be unprofessional. Come on in! We got somebody coming, joining the set. So one thing about 51 Witty, we're professional, but we definitely are raw in nature. Oh, hey, look, it's D.
Hello.
So we about to be real unprofessional. And JD gonna talk shit when he see this.
What?
No, because I'm gonna set you up right now in live, in color. I don't care. So long. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna slide over. Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
You go and slide your chair over this. Welcome to the 51 Witty podcast. We back again. Off camera, a lot of stuff be going on here. But hey, subscribe. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whatever fucking time you're watching this. We appreciate your viewership. As always, we are growing, we're thriving in the right direction. I'm very happy in the direction we're going. Once again, hello ladies, good morning, good afternoon, good day.
Hello.
Good morning.
How's Dorinda?
Dorinda is good. Just a little tired though. But I made it.
Yeah, we woke up this morning. That's the most important thing, you know.
Yeah.
It could have went the other way.
It could have.
And the day would have been a lot different for a lot of people that you know.
That is very true.
Mm-hmm. And how are you, Miss Norwood?
I'm good. Like you said, a little bit tired, but I'm here.
You out here hustling, grinding, shaking and moving.
Yeah, guys too. I mean, the bills ain't gonna pay themselves.
No, they definitely won't. Just don't do nothing strange for some change.
I mean, I might wiggle my toes on OnlyFans.
There you go.
I know, right?
Add a little lotion.
Strike a little polish.
Yeah.
Okay, pick up a few things on my toes. See, they ain't gotta see, above the knees. Just toes only.
So, I mean, I'm going to ask this question. I'm not saying you have to admit that you've done it in the past, but in the event, I'm assuming you won't be opposed to having that if you had the time and...
With my feet?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Okay.
It's my feet. Like,
What would be your handle?
I don't know.
Come on, have fun.
I don't know. I would have to research people with feet fetishes and what they like.
You're very creative in the mind. I'm pretty sure you can come with some on the fly.
Probably not.
Okay. What about you?
Well, I know the saying white toes for the, so I might just kind of play off of that.
Okay. There's some men out there who love feet. Now, for myself as a man, I don't really have a foot fetish. Now, of course, I think everyone appreciates decent looking, whatever it may be. But I mean, in the event they a little rusty and crusty, we can put lotion on the things and make it look a little more presentable. Oil, baby oil, whatever the fuck that we can put on there to make it improve the situation.
I mean, some people need WD-40. I'm just saying.
Nah, for real. No, there's some concrete busters out there.
It is.
For whatever reason they may be in the warehouse life. They all wearing boots and shit. They drive trucks. Not everybody.
Ballerinas.
Ballerinas
got some
yeah. Do you? So I know it's a beautiful art that these women do, right? Do you think the body is built for like certain things like that? Are we supposed to be doing that?
People's bodies are, not everybody's.
You saw? That sounds like a very taxing practice. Just like football for men.
I was gonna say it wouldn't be any different than any other athlete that trains for any other sport.
Yeah.
That's their sport.
Yeah. Cause they would. Boy.
I just feel like the techniques is what makes it a difference, because I have friends that like did ballerina classes or like did that somewhat on a professional level. So like the techniques and like the practices that they have to do, sometimes like you said, like everybody has their own sport, but I feel like certain things that people have to just do just like a little bit more depending on like what it is, especially when it comes down to like the stretching, the workouts. All of that stuff is not easy at all.
They have full on toe exercises.
I was just gonna say, no, I'm not. This is no shade. I respect it because from a cardiovascular situation, balance, equilibrium has to be on point, and just the overall dedication to the craft. Just to stop on a dime. I don't know the terminology as far as when they spinning around and when they be doing their thing, but there you go. That's a lot of. What's that?
I said plies.
There you go. Yeah, that's a lot to even just remember a routine. That's a lot. Because sometimes them women, they be doing this shit for like 20-minute sets and shit out there. Or full 2 or 3 songs. Sometimes out there for 4. Yeah. So shout out to them.
But usually those type of people dance in a professional company, and that's their job. They get paid. And that's what they do all day, every day.
Yeah.
Train for hours.
And that's another thing too. So the people at home, people go to the performances and see the actual live thing, they're not taking into account the preparation. Yeah, the hours and days of preparation, then you can get hurt in practice. And sometimes people work through injury because that's, like you said, that's how they can pay their bills. So they may have, whatever they did, they got to go straight day. The next day, they got 2 shows they got to knock out.
Yep.
Yeah. That's the same thing for models. Like, people think, oh, you just have to get cute and put makeup on. Like, no. It's a lot behind the scenes that happens along the way. So the whole production on the backside of things is what people like really don't see. Like, if there are pros and cons that like happens, and you have to like be flexible and be on your toes regardless of what it is, because whatever craft, wherever like sport, whatever it is, a lot of people don't see like the backhand of like what goes on. That's just like for you, like with writing, like a lot of people don't know, like you may write a script and then throw it away and then start all over again. So it's like people have to really take into account, like, this is not peaches and cream. Is we make it look that way because that's the final result of what you see. But the backhand, a lot of times we don't want to talk about that because we're over it at a certain point. It's like, you know what, I done did it, I'm done, here it is, Here you go, you're welcome. But now it's time for me to go to bed and go to sleep because I done had a long day.
And I'm glad you kind of spoke, because that would be a nice little transition. Because for those who may not, this may be their first time seeing you. You appeared on, I think, the Ladies Lounge before. With Erica Kane. Shout out to big Erica Kane, the big one, not the little one. And but for those who may not know who you are, can you speak to the people at home who you are and a little bit about yourself? So make sure they can hear you. Make sure they can hear you. She's soft spoken, guys.
I know, so hopefully you guys can hear me. My name is Chrystal. I go by Chrystal with an H, also Ambitious Queen. Some people call me Queen, Legs, Model, or Chris, whatever nickname that they come up for me that makes them feel comfortable with who I am to them.
Okay.
I'm originally from Jackson, Mississippi. I've been in Little Rock. This upcoming July would be 7 years. I'm a professional fashion model and life coach. I'm a mentor. I babysit. I know how to give massages. I know how to do like start people dreads, take down hair, all the 9 yards. Mentor and coach upcoming models. I'm an actress as well. I'm getting into that a little bit more, and I have like my own like website that you guys can go on, which is chrystalwithanh.com. I also help with resume building, just anything that you could possibly think of. I'm your girl. Business cards, flyers, programs for your events, everything, whole 9 yards.
How long you been doing this multifaceted approach to life? You jack of all trades here.
The Jill of all trades, but
Well, yes, you're right. So, as she said, guys, she doesn't have a dick; she has a pussy. Go ahead.
But some people be on my dick sometimes. I'm just playing. But I've been modeling for 12 years, going on 13 years now. Everything else just came along the way. Like my experience with life. I'm the oldest of three. I am a sickle cell patient, so I'm a warrior with that. I support those that also have sickle cell. I'm an advocate for them because sometimes a lot of people don't necessarily understand what it entails when it comes down to that alone, because although a lot of people like may have heard of it or know about it, they just don't know like the back end of it. So sometimes I do have to take a break for myself and not do too much and overwhelm myself to the point to like my body would crash. Like I said, I'm the oldest of three. My youngest sibling had cerebral palsy, so I'm an advocate for that. I had an aunt who also had sickle cell and lupus, rest in peace. So it's like a lot of things I'm an advocate for, just like in general, dealing with disabilities and things of that nature. Just to, like let people know that we are all we're all here together. Anything that we do, we strive for the best. Sometimes it may take us a little bit longer, and that's okay. But whatever, you have, or someone that's next to you that may have something, you just never know the backstory, but always be supportive. Always, like cheer them on, because we can be like the strongest people, but at the same time, in the back end, it's like we're in pain, we're crying, but we push through because we still have a purpose to fulfill at the end of the day.
Well said.
Yeah.
So you kind of elaborated a little bit, or alluded to, I should say, earlier about the behind-the-scenes efforts that go into the final presentation. When it comes to modeling, what is the biggest misconceptions from your perspective about just modeling in general?
I would say we're over-sexualized a whole lot. I know that's how, like, the fashion industry, like, began back in the day of, like, this is a certain body figure, like, she's looking good. But a lot of times people don't understand that that's perfectly fine. Like, it's all about the appearance, yes. But what does it really entail? Because sometimes people think like, oh, you have to have like a certain diet, you have to have certain body measurements. And the modeling industry as itself and the fashion industry is growing to where all bodies are being included, and races as well, because for a long period of time you only had like a select few of African American models within the fashion industry. So a lot of people just really don't understand like what it entails as an African American female model within the industry, because it's a lot that we have to deal with, dealing with, like criticized about like our hair, our complexion, being able to, like, oh, you have to be willing to change and look this way. But in reality, it's like, why do I have to put a mask over who I am just to make somebody else feel good for their brand? I shouldn't have to go through that. So over time, it became, like more open. So shout out to Naomi Campbell, Tyra Banks, who paved the way, and even those like before them, which I'm not good with names, but there were African American models even before them that, like they paved the way to where like they can, become more known for our generation coming up. So even like the whole, I want to say like I kind of like look at Betty Boop as a way of that, like that's a character that was, like she's sexualized in a way. just like by her appearance, about her body. But a lot of people don't know that Betty Boo was actually an African American woman. But what you saw was what they wanted you to see.
Okay.
So when
The more you know.
right. So being with that, with that being said, it's just more so of us as models being able to like use it as a confidence boost, like being more body positive of who we are as an individual, and not necessarily be boxed in what society wants it to be. So we've become like more open of eating whatever we want, but still watching our videos. So we still have to like work out. We have to practice our walks. Sometimes we have to learn how to do our own makeup, which is not always easy. Shout out to the makeup artist, because baby, that ain't my skill. But I mean, I could do a little something, but I also had to know how to learn how to do it.
Because I'm going to follow up with the reason why, because maybe they may be short staffed, you may be arriving a little late, or whatever the case may be, you got to be able to put your stuff on the best way you can too.
Well, I don't, and also back in the day, they didn't have anybody that can match
The complexion,
the
gotcha.
complexion of black
Yeah.
people.
Because once again, it was not prominent for us
Correct.
to be in that field. So I would say like that's like the misconception is, like, oh, like you have to do this, you have to look a certain way. No, we necessarily don't, but we try to keep a certain figure only because there are certain brands or there are certain people that we know have a certain standard that if we want to be signed to them, then we are going to have to do what we have to do to, like get that part.
Yeah.
But also in the midst, try not to do it so much to where we forget who we are in the midst of it.
Gotcha. I guess it's safe to say when it comes to you, you have not lost yourself like some others may have in this particular line of work.
I would say yes, only because I didn't start off with an agency. I wanted to build myself up to see how far I can get by myself without, like being signed on the dollar line on a contract to somebody. So I grew in a way to, like being able to take different courses or, like go to different castings, watch videos, connect with those within the industry and those that are living the life that I do want to be at one day, and that I'm striving to. Because a lot of times people think like just because I model, like I like to take pictures all the time. Yeah, I like to take pictures on the side, but that doesn't mean I want to send you a picture because you're not paying me. And I'm already doing it for free because I'm trying to get to that point. So a lot of times people don't understand that for whatever craft or art that you are wanting to get into or that you are doing, sometimes you have to do it for free to build your exposure to get to that point to where you eventually are going to get paid.
Yes.
So it's not going to happen overnight that people get paid. They're like, oh, well, Instagram model, pause. I'm not an Instagram model. That's a whole nother thing. To me, an Instagram model is one thing. I am a professional fashion model. It's totally different. Yeah, we may model, we take pictures, work with brands and stuff. But it's different because an Instagram model is somebody that can do it overnight. By all means, applause to you. Get that check, secure that bag, baby girl. But for me, I possibly put in more work than she did. And that's perfectly fine. But my purpose behind of what I do is going to be, I'm not saying that she doesn't have a purpose, but I know why I'm doing what I do.
Correct.
So for me, I started because I wanted to build my confidence. I rebelled against sports with, my people because I've always heard like, oh, you're tall, like you should go and do sports and, like
track, volleyball,
basketball, all of that to make your family money. To me, I didn't want to do it just because I want to make my family money. I want to do something because it's my calling. It's what I want to do. It's what, and I have fun with modeling. Like that's my self-care. So whatever it is, like people have to understand that people are going to gravitate to what they want.
Yes.
In a different aspect. So there may be people that model and get paid for it, and that's perfectly fine. Look, congratulations, baby. But eventually I'm going to get paid for what I do, and I'm going to continue to do what I do because I know I'm good at what I do. So I think that too, people have to also realize that I don't need you to come to me telling me that, oh, well, this person did this and she getting paid for it. Okay, what you want me to do about it? Like, it's a reason why someone contacted her and paid her for it. It's a reason why I'm doing this, because I'm doing different fashion shows and things that are community wise, that give back, or like that present something to other people, because I like to help people in any way that I possibly can.
Yes, ma'am.
And I love what I do because, kid you not, I've been doing like a wedding show, like the Arkansas Democrat Gazette bridal show, for like sometime since I came to Arkansas. And randomly one time I was in this like bar, place, grill, club, whatever you want to call it. And this lady, she shout out to her, I love you. I don't want to say her name, but
Gotcha. Say
she
less.
came up to me randomly and was like, "Oh my God, like you're the reason I brought my wedding dress." And I'm like, "Huh?" It really didn't register me because I'm like, okay, who is this random person? Like, I think she's drunk, but I'm just gonna like, that was my mind at first, because she was like, "Oh my God," she was like, "I love you." She was like, "You're so amazing," and stuff like that. And I'm like, what is she talking about? Like, I've never seen her a day in my life. Mind you, I'm good with faces but not names.
Gotcha.
And so then she was like, "You did the wedding show." I was like, "Oh, the architect." She was like, "Yeah." She was like, "You're the reason I bought like my wedding dress." She was like, "The way that you had walked and posed." She was like, "Oh my God, I love you so much." And I was like, oh, like I was like inspired by the fact that she not only remembered who I was, but she also like that was a moment for her that it made a difference in her life. Because if I wasn't in that fashion show and I did not model the dress, she probably would not have gotten married. So I think about things like that, and understanding that I love what I do, and I love to like for people to come up to me randomly, even though I may not know them, and say like, "I noticed you this way, and I noticed like your personality behind it." Because a lot of times you have to be patient with yourself and have a positive attitude and have positive energy regardless of what you do and regardless of how people may perceive, talk about you, all of that. Know your truth and know that what you do is going to come out eventually over time. So somebody can hate me, they may dislike me, they may like talk about me, whatever it is, that's fine. Whatever makes you sleep at night, go ahead. Because at the end of the day, I know what I said, have done for myself as an individual to be authentic to me. And I know that when you do good by people, it's going to come back tenfold. So I have no hard feelings against anyone ever in my life. I live with no regrets, but I try to be the best person that I can be. And I'm still learning myself, and I'm still growing to know, like, there are certain things that I don't like, there are certain things that I do like, and there are certain things that I know that I deserve, and I also know what I do not need in my life pertaining to like negative energy, pertaining to how someone treats me, what people say about me. It's all about what I say for myself, because I'm the first person that looks at me when I wake up, and I'm the last person to see myself before I go to sleep.
There you go. So briefly, before we go switch to the next segment, you spoke about being a life coach. Briefly, what made you get into that line of work? I know you said like you like to help people, so that's probably the baseline of it. But what kickstarted that aspect of your life?
I would say while being here, having like different conversations to where I would push people out of their comfort zone to strive in their business and help them along the way, and then also for them to do the same for me as well. So I have like a large background of working with children, especially young adults, to where like I kind of push them out of their comfort zone to like try something new or try something different, to get them to really think about like what is it that you want to do in life, or like what's the path that you want to go on, and then also having those like tough conversations with them, trying to express that to their parents, because a lot of times students they'll gravitate more so to people that are not their family, but also getting them to understand, like, why is that? It's nothing wrong with that, because sometimes you do need that outside voice to like guide you along the way, but also being able to understand that your family is going to be there to help you, regardless of the fact. Sometimes people have family that help them, sometimes people have family that don't. And then if you don't, gravitate to people that are going to, like help you in the long run on a positive note. So just getting them to understand and ask them, like open-ended questions to understand, like what is it that you truly desire and want to be at. So that's like, even for us as adults, sometimes we get scared to, like take that leap of faith. But when we were kids, we got into any and everything. Like, we didn't care.
Yeah.
So you have to also keep that childlike inside of you, which I had someone to, like kind of get that out of me in a way. She was like, so what is it, like within your inner child that you have to, like work on dealing with traumas and heal and stuff like that. And then me being able to, like do that for other people, to get them to understand it's okay to not be okay, but it's not okay to stay there.
I think I know someone that spoke to this at length here recently on this channel.
Yep.
Do you think? I think she's sitting right next to you. Yeah, so because she kind of, I let you. Go ahead.
I mean, it was pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Stuff. Like literally, I talked about the same stuff, and even like holding yourself accountable and having an accountability partner with all of that, like encompassed in everything that you said. Like, literally just did a mindful minute on that. So if you haven't watched them yet, go check out the Mindful Minutes with D.
Yeah.
The steps are there. And on the back end, well, not next on the back end, on the next segment, I want to elaborate further in particular things as far as life coaching, even how people maybe can reach out to get help from you, and I let you ladies kind of just piggyback on each other regarding, because you're helping people in that aspect, and from your line of work, what you do on a day-to-day basis is very critical to the upbringing, especially the youth. And that can translate just to your skills from an intellectual level, speaking to adults as well. So real quick, before we switch over, just in case they don't watch the second segment, how can they find you? How can they reach you if you want them to follow you?
So my Facebook is just Chrystal Norwood. So that's CHRYSTAL Norwood NORWOOD. You can also find me on Instagram at ambitious_queen. So that's AAMBITIOUS_QUEEN. So that's ambitious with 2 A's. Again, my website is crystalwithanh.com.
Well, there you have it. What she spoke to will be in the description box. Subscribe to the channel. We'll be right back. We're going to reset, and we'll be right back. Well, 5-1 Witty.
They say you get a style when you pee outside.
Yep. Yeah, we ain't got them. Boom.
I didn't pee in my eye. There was no moisture from my genitals to my eye.
I mean, it's your body, man. You do this.
No, but I'm not gonna pee in my eye.
It may not be on purpose.
Freaky ass nigga, you was a 69 guy, man. That's crazy. You are. You talking about peeing in my eye?
I said it could happen, sir. In the event you do something, wind carries the moisture. Boom, right there.
Never.
High winds, piss in eye. Sty develops.
They just say it come from peeing outside.
I know,
and I know I peed outside a lot.
I never heard of it.
A sty?
Oh, I've heard of the sty.
You be acting like you just stop.
I grew up in the city, not the country.
What it got to do with anything? People in the city get styles?
That part.
What
See, it was big.
Damn.
Yeah.
It was big.
Yeah.
And he wanted me to come here and record. I was like,
no,
nah.
I was like, man, come anyway. That's all.
Yeah, you was like,
on the sidebar, like,
you said you're contractually obligated to show
That's
up.
what I said.
And I was
lying, guys.
I said, nah, I'm not gonna come.
I can't.
I really was fired.
Whoa.
And I just came back in here.
The man said, I'm in no condition to be recorded today.
I said my eye was big than a motherfucker.
I was like, so?
I can't. Yeah, you
was
was
like, so? I'm here.
Exactly. You said deal with it.
I'm going through shit too. I'm here. That's what I said.
Yeah. It was cool though.
But you here?
I'm here now.
You better.
I missed. What was it? The week after that.
You missed this show about 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
For real.
About a month. Been a minute.
But y'all been doing good though. I'm not supposed to be here. I was really. They was phasing me out, to be honest with y'all, everybody out there in TV
Ladies and gents who've been watching for a while.
They've been trying to phase me out. And it's okay. I think they had some of their best episodes when I'm not here.
He lying.
Did you see? Did you see
in the comment section? He was talking.
Yeah, I know. Did you see the joints that I went on?
I was on some of them.
I know. But you was here. And did you see him? Did you watch him back? How'd you feel in your spirit?
Let me turn this fan.
It was great, right?
I'm gonna turn this fan off so the shit won't be so loud.
No, it's okay.
Keep talking. He lying, guys.
It was great, right?
He lying.
For real. I'm really trying to position it so everything gonna be okay.
Position what?
He trying to phase his own self.
His departure.
Damn.
What?
You leaving us?
I'm positioning y'all.
You leaving us?
I ain't say I was leaving nothing.
Why you saying positioning us like you finna leave?
Well, I was fired.
Who?
I was fired.
Who fired you?
That's why I ain't been here.
Did
I had a medical issue.
Yeah.
I got fired.
Did I say
and
that?
And
then told you that?
So you want me to put it on out here for the people to see?
You want to be invested?
This is wild. I don't want to put y'all business out there. I was fired.
Said the person who said it was fired, but he. I'm
telling the truth.
He lying. If you was fired, why would you be walking back to the facility? Your key card worked when you walked to the door.
Not the key card.
I pushed the thing and it opened. He said it like it was a lock or something. I pushed it. Ain't nobody tell you leave the shit open. And I just
badge in. Yep, badge in.
You want squid?
What? Yeah.
Nah. Look at you.
Look at she loves
want to drink? Yeah, want to drink on a Sunday. That's crazy.
It doesn't matter.
It's the 7th.
No,
What?
And it's Father's Day. And they freed the slaves.
On Father's Day? No. What are you talking about?
Juneteenth.
I understand that part. But I'm saying
did y'all go to any of the festivities?
I went to some festivities, but they
where?
were Juneteenth related.
It was with white people, wasn't it?
I did.
I know it.
Oh,
but that's crazy. But I knew it was white people involved. It's alright. No, I'm just saying. Ain't no judgment.
No,
you was not around the blacks, man. You was around the blacks for the Juneteenth.
Juneteenth ain't here yet. First of all,
hold on. She said that they're allies.
And
you said and.
No, I was saying and to what I was saying.
Okay, go ahead.
He is not here yet.
It ain't.
Let's start there.
Okay, cool.
Let's also start with. I also hung out with black people this weekend.
Some.
How
many? Can you count them?
I also hung out with black people.
How many black friends do you got?
Enough.
Okay.
Were they black or they black, like half and half?
How many black friends you got?
Were they half and half black?
Can you count all of them?
Were they black? They were black. They were black guys, not half and half.
Oh my God.
The swirl.
Yeah. Cool.
It's okay. You know, Cuz was outside with me Friday, right?
I know.
You seen it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We was outside for real.
I know y'all were outside. I was outside Friday too.
Yeah, we went to the concert. It was great.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna go to the concert, and then I found out that she was a Trump supporter.
Does that matter?
Do it. Yes, to me it does.
Hold on. What? Okay, real quick.
I hate that.
Real quick. No, seriously.
No, I hate that.
Because it doesn't matter. No matter, you're gonna support the other side regardless.
No, I'm not.
Oh, come on, Dorinda. You're a very intellectual and smart young lady.
Yes, and if I am
and she got a couple of black friends.
Correct.
If I'm cognizant of somebody supporting that person,
Dorinda.
no.
So, okay, hold on.
No.
Listen.
I'm gonna let y'all do this, and then I'm gonna jump in.
Have you ever bought anything from Walmart in the past 30 days?
Yes.
So where do you think they lobby to?
The Republican Party and Donald Trump.
So stop it. So you gonna support that side?
Yes, especially if it's us. I will not go. I'm not gonna line her pockets with money. It's not gonna happen.
She tweaking.
Yeah, because you're gonna.
Well, if it was a Swedish folk group that was singing, if they support Trump or not, she would still.
He got a good point. Is that true?
No, they don't.
First off, she's not a Trump supporter. She was hired to sing at the inauguration. And she did it after black people were saying you shouldn't sing at the inauguration because it's Trump. At no point has she ever been like, I am MAGA, I am a Trump supporter.
That we know
and niggas is on Trump team right now.
I know it is.
A lot of niggas is on Trump team.
That's only because they want another stimulus.
And he didn't do the stimulus though.
Right.
He didn't.
Exactly.
No,
it wouldn't even do it. And he was holding up the stimulus because he wanted to put his name on it.
Yep, and also
niggas could have got their check way before this.
And he reduced the amount too. We would have got a lot more, but they were going back and forth about how much.
Yeah, Trump don't fuck with niggas like that. But it's
people,
cool though.
People still ride this, whatever.
I just don't like.
You voted for Huckabee. Yeah,
you did?
Hell fucking
you
no.
voted for Sarah?
That's offensive.
She voted.
I take offense to that.
She voted for Sarah.
I big time take offense to that.
Speak more. Why?
Cause the fuck, I hate that bitch. Hate.
You gonna cuss her too?
Yes.
Talk more.
Yes.
What policy?
He gonna move the mic so you can be heard.
I've said
That's
enough already.
It's important.
Cause I
You
work
seen
under
that, right?
But no, I cannot fucking stand her. Or
You gonna
her
get fired,
entire
too.
Fucking I might. I've said more than I should have said already.
Exactly.
So
If they see this, you getting fired.
shut up.
She gonna be fired.
Hell yeah, she getting fired. Don't be mad. I've been fired too, so it's cool.
Oh, you talking about life? Gotcha.
No, I legit
yeah,
worked
talking
under
about-
her. She technically.
I know, yeah. Over the
No,
So,
I'm
yeah.
clearly aware of the hierarchy in which you're a part of.
Can't fucking stand the bitch.
Oh, say, hey,
You steady throwing the B word around too.
yeah.
Golly.
No, hey, stand in your
I
truth,
mean-
girl.
Wow, snap too. So you won't snap? I will, girl. It's Pride Month. You straight? Everything working?
What I am saying is everybody has a freedom of opinion.
That part.
Now,
Yeah.
if you want to fire somebody because of their personal experiences dealing with somebody, then that is discrimination. And I'm just going to leave it at that.
Is it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, you guys said so.
So you talking about why I got fired?
I'm just saying in general. This just dealing with anything
Gotcha.
on a personal level. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's entitled to their own personal opinion. As
Yeah.
long as
That part.
you do not affect,
Especially in
let it
America.
affect you in your profession.
Yes.
Now, when you take it upon yourself to take your personal into your profession, that
different story.
is discrimination.
That's crazy. I got fired for personal and professional.
Oh, to my other job?
No, I'm talking about here. Because my eye was big. And that was personal. But I was trying to be
First and
professional by
foremost,
not coming
I'm
up here with a
happy-
big ass
No,
fucking
sir,
eye.
real quick, sir. I'm glad you enjoyed the
Right.
E. Down in the E. You enjoyed yourself.
Oh, fucking course.
I'm glad you survived. You had a great time.
Yeah, and I wasn't even buck wild like I was supposed to be. I was
You're
really
getting older. It's okay. You come with age.
Oh hell no! I'm old,
You're
yeah.
getting older.
But when I go home, I can be outside.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
no, you enjoy yourself. You're back
But even
I am back.
for good.
It could be your signal.
I was fired,
You.
so I bullied my way in.
They talking that.
Hey everybody, of course they
Yeah,
doing little
they
side
talk-
conversation shit. They ain't
So,
fucking with y'all.
ladies and gents, when I do play the footage back and I go look back at old episodes,
You want to see if I'm fired?
no,
Go to the live shit. They said I was fired on the live
No,
shit.
it ain't-
It's documented.
we shouted you out. Really,
That was fucking documented.
shouted you out.
I was fired.
and I'm going by this. People had their own little things
Who
going
that?
on all the time.
Dorinda, was you fired?
What?
That
See,
part.
see, exactly. ladies and gents.
Look,
Exactly.
I was texting my sister about. the
Shout out to
plans
sister.
for
I'm surprised you're
Father's Day.
here.
Only because our plans are not until later.
Oh, okay, I was finna say because I know your dad is a pivotal point in your life,
Absolutely.
and you
Yes,
love
girl.
and you love him a little bit.
A lot of it.
Yeah.
That's my homie.
For
That's my
real.
best
Shout out to
friend.
Pops. Semper Fi.
Yeah.
That's my best friend.
That's the. That's
Is you saying
Big
some
ol-
gang shit? What
Big
you
old daddy's girl
he,
right here.
you know, the father is a Marine as well. So
Simplify.
Semper Fi.
Spill it.
I'm gonna beat. I'm gonna slap. I can't even do that.
Where?
SEMPER.
They took. I was gonna say the same thing.
No, you wasn't. You Stop saying shit you can't spell, man.
I could spell it. ladies
Okay,
and
take
gents.
your time.
Thank you. For
You
the
want to go?
information.
Go ahead.
I'm done. Spelling is
Okay.
over with.
Oh, because
What
Dorinda
we-
spelled it for you.
That part.
That part.
But no,
Thank
we
you,
will.
Dorinda, for
We
being
will have fun with that when we're gonna have spelling bee up here and see if we can have a champion.
Adult spelling bee.
No, I'm not gonna pass, and here's why.
I'm gonna fucking smoke y'all.
I lost my ability to spell when I went to grad school and learned how to
You'll
spell
fuck up day and
phonetically.
day.
No, I will not.
There and
messed me up
there.
ever
You do all
since
this. You
then.
fall
No,
out.
I won't.
You fucking that.
I fucking smoke
You
a
ain't even hear
spelling
what I
bee.
said.
You
No, she
swear.
said she lost her ability to spell when she went to graduate school. I hear everything.
So you telling me you got the first round, you're done?
Huh?
The first
No.
round.
But
First off, let's be clear.
I want Kalandra here too. We need to have Kalandra here for that too.
She gonna
I
lose.
want Kalandra.
She gonna get her ass
Kalandra,
smoked.
when you watching this, we're gonna have you make sure you hear.
She gonna get her ass smoked.
Kalandra gonna have a good time.
She
with
gonna
that.
get her ass smoked.
You may be champion.
I went to school with Columbia. She gonna get her ass smoked, man.
be nice.
I am being nice. I made it from the classroom to the library to the cafeteria
Is
to
it
the
library or
auditorium.
library?
No, it's levels to the spelling bee.
I got you.
So I made it all the way to the auditorium. Yeah,
That's
I
fine.
didn't make it to where the state. And my daughter,
Okay.
3rd grade, was spelling against 4th, 5th graders and all that shit. She made it to the round right before you go to the state competition.
I'm gonna put that in the text.
I will fucking smoke y'all on some spelling shit.
next week. Next week.
I will sound that shit out, use it in a sentence.
You have to.
I will fucking have it go, but I will smoke y'all on
I'm
some
gonna put that
spelling
in
bee
the thread.
shit.
I'm gonna try to challenge. Hopefully, everyone will be.
I refuse to be defeated in spelling,
I gotta see this.
and
Math around the world.
I'm alright with math. I'm cool with math.
I agree. Were you good in around the world?
And my R&B playlist cannot be defeated either.
I can't even.
I will
challenge
smoke. Of course not. First off, she listens to Swedish folk music, and I know you listen to
that.
heavy metal.
Is that a problem?
Simple Fire, whatever.
When I work out, that's different.
You listen to heavy metal.
And
I can
black
see
metal,
it.
death
Yeah,
metal.
I can see that.
For real?
Hell yeah, I can see
I
that.
work
Fucking.
out. Death
That's
metal,
where
black
I can
that-
see.
that one
Oh,
The
you
walk.
don't shut the fuck up.
I can see that for him.
You don't shut the fuck
I
up.
was like, what the fuck is this?
You cut the shit off. I said, what?
It was like, makes a lot of sense.
It's cool. I mean, that's your choice. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
She listens to Swedish folk music.
Say less. Because
I don't.
in boot camp and military, they play this shit a lot.
Death metal. There you
They
go.
play this shit a lot. We doing formation.
Do you do
it?
this?
I like rock
No,
and roll,
I'm not
but
doing that.
listen
You don't do
though,
this?
No,
I like
I'm not
rock and
doing that
roll
shit.
music though.
It's cool. There's nothing wrong with it.
I don't know about it.
Crystal, what is your preferred choice of music? Yeah.
I listen to all genres, but
There you go.
Heavy metal.
I ain't say that.
So why you listening to live? Get off. Get to it.
Now I will say, I have listened to something that's similar to that.
To heavy metal.
What's similar
Yeah.
to that? Go ahead. Speak further.
I don't fucking know the names of the songs.
That
I just know
part.
if I hear it.
How's it sound? Do your own
If it's
interpretation.
heavy metal, it
All that shit. Go ahead. That's death metal.
Now I have seen someone
When
perform
you working, that's working out,
that
though.
in person before. Granted,
I listen to R&B
really
when I
know,
work
like,
out,
what
so.
it was until someone was like, they said it, and I was like, then I really like listened to the person. I was like, oh, this is different. I said, like, you kind of.
This is different.
I mean, I like classic rock and roll. I
Yeah,
can't
that's
get into
cool.
like some
Yeah.
heavy metal, screaming, death metal.
Well, it depends on what you're
stuff.
doing. If you can, so if you're
Now they do have that
if you're in
in
the
some
gar-
rock songs though.
if you're in the
So,
garden doing yoga, I understand uplifting music. But if you're committing murder, getting rid of
I'm just
So you
saying,
commit murder, is
I'm
what you're
sorry.
saying.
if you committing if
So you're
any
saying
event,
that you commit murder.
I still don't know that rock and roll is what I choose for my theme music.
getting rid of evidence,
To murder people?
getting rid of evidence.
I would have to listen to Eminem.
Nah.
Hold on, who said that? Why you bring him up?
What?
The old Slim Shady.
Oh, see, don't do that. You put me in a really bad position if I bring that up.
You jamming a new song that he came out with.
See what you just did.
Nah, I'm asking you a question.
See what you just
Oh, this
did.
light be
What did I
making
do?
me.
You listen to the new
I did
song?
listen to it. Did I like it?
It's jamming like a motherfucker
No,
to you, ain't it?
no. 'Cause
Wow.
What song?
but I understand
The one where he talking about Meg Thee Stallion and shit.
Eminem.
Eminem got a new song?
It came out 2 weeks ago.
It sounds just like
Well, he's paying. He's telling the story.
it's the death of Slim Shady. So.
Yes, he's getting rid of his old self and he's gonna become out a new type shit. I know you're hot. We're gonna get you. I
I'm
know.
cooking.
Got in the.
Is it more or something? Respect.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Nah, you right. I mean, it does happen quick there.
Yeah.
For sure. Lift them up and smell them.
Wow. How did we get
Oh,
here?
my Jesus.
Where are we right
Am I
now?
lying?
I don't know.
I'm
So
saying.
back to the
Anyway,
topic
back
at
to the topic at hand. Yeah, sorry, ladies and gents. We get a little explicit.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you jamming
good
the shit
scene.
out.
It's good. No.
You jamming the shit out there.
No, I'm not jamming the shit out of it. I understand what he's doing.
You pull up at work. And
No,
you be like,
no. I listen to. I actually bump a lot of Rick. Conway
I
the
can see
Machine.
you in there.
Conway the Machine is being played a lot in my ear when I'm listening to.
So you turn your back on Slim Shady?
I didn't turn back on anybody. Anyway, back to good scene.
You gonna
bro.
jam it though, right? When the CD
when
come
the-
out,
yeah.
and you gonna jam it from the front to the back, ain't you?
I'm gonna listen
Pause.
to it. Yeah,
No,
pause.
did it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
all that shit. Yeah.
It's Pride Month. It's cool.
I got nothing to do with
We can
it.
say whatever. We don't have to say pause.
No,
Pride
yeah, I
Month.
will. I don't.
No, we don't have to.
I
It's Pride Month
for them.
for everybody. It's okay.
Why it be for me? I know.
We don't have to pause though in Pride Month,
Okay,
and it's
To answer your
Men's
question-
Mental Health Month too.
but they don't even care about that no more though.
Who don't
But
care?
Men's Mental Health.
Because the
Speaking of,
Pride Month is overshadowed all that.
well, the month before this one was Mental Health Awareness Month.
Yes.
Anyway,
Yes, but
This
then
month
it's
is
about men
men's-
specifically.
yeah.
But they have not even gave the
Who was
shine.
they?
Huh.
Or
I
them.
like what you did there.
Yeah, see how I did
My
that?
man.
I know, I'm smooth with this
And
shit.
Cold with it.
Yeah, I'm smooth with this shit. Who is
Welcome
that?
back. Welcome back.
Hey, I was
Guess
fired.
who's back?
There you go. I know. Yeah, you know that's your guy. That's your goat.
Nah, well,
Dr. Umar would not be pleased.
he would not.
He would not be
He would
pleased
not
that
be
Eminem is your goat,
I
man.
didn't say that at all. That's what you said. But anyway, I can't
Men's
even
mental health?
because this man kind of just threw a wrench and everything.
What, the men's mental health? What you talking
Well,
about?
that part too. So with that said, because this is kind of your alley in regards to healing, trauma.
You got an alley?
Well, hers.
Street?
Anyway, continue.
Yes. Do you think that part of the month or the awareness of the focus is being outshadowed?
Mm.
I think it could afford to be in a different month than Pride Month.
I wonder which one came first.
The chicken or the egg?
That part. Was it? I mean, I'm curious to know
It's
because
probably for shit show. It's Pride Month
yeah, probably so.
before men's mental health.
Because that's not a focus on commercials, even on just random social media platforms. You hear that, which is
They didn't talk about mental awareness month last month, really like that.
I heard a little bit, but
Yeah.
I hear a
More
lot.
so than men's
The
mental health. For
message
shit
is out
show.
there big with the pride stuff, and that is what it is. But unfortunately,
You look so disappointed.
I am.
Why? You think we need to be afforded a space for our mental health?
Of course,
Okay.
it should be a focus for sure.
You think so?
Because the men,
Will we receive it?
if the men crumble, the world will cease to exist.
Okay.
So it's very important, especially because of men's mental health.
Just
I don't-
completely ceased to exist.
I mean, we both need each other, right? Men and women. I'm about to be real careful with my words. When it
Yeah, because
comes-
you kind of shitted on the women a little bit.
Not a little bit.
No, I'm saying, well,
He took a monster dump on the women.
no, I'm saying
Like,
because
we can't do it without men, guys.
we can't do without each other.
We can't procreate
Thank
for
you.
sure.
We can't do without each other.
We
God
can't.
made both of us for a reason. When it comes to engineering, the overall, the construction and the maintaining of the world, men play a very vital, important role today. The very home I'm sitting in right now was built by a man. The roads outside were constructed.
You know
and
it was a
maintained.
man.
Brother, yes, it was a male contractor. Yes, my landlord's father built this house,
That's what's up.
and he built the one next door.
That's
So
what's
a man did that. The roads were constructed mainly, for most part, by men and maintained by men. The very car that we use, granted it's a factory, but it was manufactured initially by men. The very water we drink, the
up.
bathroom,
Was made by men.
as far as the factory,
Uh,
what are you talking about, sir?
no, you said the water we drink.
The water we drink is filtrated. It's
By men.
The system is put in place to get from where it needs to go to your house
By men.
by men.
Okay.
So
How long-
are you speaking from the perspective like a woman couldn't do it?
I'm saying that in the event women had to, it won't be maintained the same. It won't be manufactured the same. That's just because your body's not built to do that thing. You're built to nurture, educate, bring balance.
I love black women.
I love y'all too. It's not a shame to black. There's no shame. I'm just saying this for the. What am I saying?
I've been traumatized and built up by black women.
No, we thought. And shout out to your mom. Like seriously, much love. We
But
respect
not on
her.
the traumatizing part.
What?
He said I've been traumatized.
Well, I'm talking about.
Everybody just gonna skip over that part.
Yeah, but we just talking about that. We're gonna remove. Yes, you have. Yeah. Yes, but give me some. If you disagree,
it's not a space for.
Give me if you disagree with what I just spoke to, please.
Look at the Macarena shit that just happened.
That was crazy. That was nuts.
Did y'all see that shit?
That was nuts. Hold on, before you go there.
Okay.
Let's give her an opportunity to give me some either feedback, kickback.
That women are better than men.
What, I can't speak for her.
Women can't maintain structures and buildings.
That was a shot.
As much as
I'm saying that
was a shot.
I said it'd be difficult. I said
that was a shot.
No, you said we couldn't. You flat out said we couldn't.
That was a shot. She's shooting at you right now.
I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm here.
Straight up said.
But you ain't got no vest on.
That's fine.
You gonna let her shoot at you with no vest?
Brother, let her respond, please.
Go ahead.
And I'm not a super feminist, like
Wow.
all the way,
Wow.
in there.
You're
but
not?
I do believe that we would be just fine. I feel like women can do it.
So you saying fuck niggas?
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I agree with y'all that we need each other. I do.
Me.
Huh?
He said fuck y'all, and you saying fuck niggas, and I said that
I didn't
everybody
say
needs
fuck women
everybody.
either. I led with we were very important to each other. God made both of us for a reason.
Okay.
Yes.
What's the reason?
To keep the
What's the women's side of it?
Keep the species going.
To cook meals and bear children.
I
Y'all
Y'all bring-
incapable of doing anything.
I didn't say
else.
incapable at all. It's not open
I would
conflict.
say that's society's view on it. My thing,
And
when
Clyde.
it comes down to everything in general with the whole men and women, we were put here to do certain things specifically. That does not mean
I would
one
say
can do
specifically.
something particularly.
I would have.
Particularly, men were put here to do most of the labor. Women were put here to do most of the nurturing. That's just how we are naturally. Now, when it comes down to other certain aspects, yes, men physically are more prominent to do certain things more than a woman because of your body and muscular structure. That's just science.
That's by design. By God.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Now,
You gonna go get your scrolls?
right? Now, when it comes down to the
You know you were with the
nurturing
original man.
part- Now, when it comes down to the nurturing
Not Kevin
part,
Samuels, the original man. Go ahead.
He all over you. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Right.
No, she got it. Go ahead.
Now, when it
Do a
comes
good
down
one.
to the nurturing and the more emotional part of it, women have that more so than men. I'm not saying that nobody can do, vice versa, but it's just some things that are naturally that is going to be more prominent in one sex more than the other. That's just the way it is. Now, when it comes down to women being able to do things than men, it's a yes, but then it's also a no because of how we are built naturally. That's the same thing that goes for men being able to do things for women. I just feel like certain things that society portrays makes it more difficult to where it's always man versus woman when we are put here and we need each other regardless of the fact of whatever you may go through in life. So for me, I just feel like people have to be open-minded to know that if a man can put plumbing down, so can women because women are doing it.
So women
I'm not
they pipe too.
saying-
Yeah, they really do.
I mean, they
really do.
They have straps now. I'm just saying.
Wow.
It's not
They really
saying.
do. Anyway.
But no,
I'm just saying.
so real quick,
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna let Dorinda speak first. Again, I'm sorry, then I'm gonna give her a rebuttal. Go ahead, Dorinda. I'm sorry.
No,
when
you
done,
finish
Chrystal?
what you were saying.
Go ahead.
So that's just like my perception of it because even when you think about it, like even with the whole family aspect, society, the government made it to where the man is no longer needed when they are needed, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree.
So we also have to understand that why is it that shift? Like what made that happen? because the government made it to where the men are incarcerated, you are diminished,
Black.
and that you
For the
are
black community.
for the black community especially, and that you are not necessarily needed because there's welfare, there's child support, there's, you know, like home assistance, there's all of the things for the single women. But yet people have to also realize that there are single fathers, and it's harder if you have a full custody of the child, that you can't necessarily get the same assistance as a single mother. It intertwines, but people also have to realize individually that you can come out of that if you know how to maturely take your feelings against that person and focus on the child. That's the main thing people have to realize. It's about the child at the end of the day, because nobody asked that child to be here. Your bitterness against that other person, you may have it, but put that shit on the back end, because it's not needed. And it's not wanted for that child. The child needs to see the love that needs to be there for that child to grow up to be that person. So you have to also take into account that nowadays we have to be the ones to break the generational curses, heal from our traumas that back in the day that nobody talked about. Which is why people are wanting to be more prone and advocate for mental health, especially within the black community, because it was diminished like, oh, you don't need to go and talk to somebody because you're going to talk to somebody, you crazy. No, the fuck it's not. Go and talk to somebody. You need the help. Whether you need it or you feel like you don't need it, it's okay. Because if you don't talk about it, you holding it in and then you passing it along. That's not going to solve nothing. At the end of the day got to end. And yet you still going to be fucked up if you don't do nothing about it. That's just how I personally feel.
So my issue with the way you are presenting your opinion, which is your opinion, you're entitled to it, is that it's a hard set, no, women are incapable. And that is not the fact. Because regardless of how innate certain things are or are not, women are smart and can figure shit out. We have done it for years. And had we been given opportunities a long time ago, then this house that was built in the time that women could probably barely still like have voting rights, you know what I'm saying? Like it was set up that way in society. So had it not been drilled in America's head that way, it would probably be a completely different story. But women are just as capable, maybe not in strength, but in smarts and figuring out workarounds on how to maintain the shit. We know how to do it because that's what we were born to do. We were born to take care of what needs to be taken care of. So if that means laying some pipe, that means building a fucking house or inserting a fucking window, we'll figure it out. So your definite, the world wouldn't
They're
go.
moist. The fact that you're moist.
The fact that you keep saying that,
What,
and
that
this
you're
goddamn
moist?
over here thinking about it,
Well, I mean, it comes across
stuff
my
that they don't need to be fucking
I mean,
thinking
it's
about.
Well, I mean, we grown, but I mean, I'm not
Yeah,
acting
you-
upon these things.
You're,
I didn't even want to know you were thinking about it, honestly.
Oh.
I could have lived the rest of my life without knowing it.
Oh shit! Say,
he should have asked for your consent
I mean,
beforehand
Jesus Christ!
to think about it.
Okay,
Say
move
less.
on.
I'm let
That you
baby. I'm
moist?
let baby girl get the eating crackers. You know,
She
we-
laughing because
Yeah, but she. We right.
Dorinda's moist down the corner.
I was trying to move on. I was
From
trying to move
Dorinda
on.
being moist?
I was trying to move on.
Yeah. But we was
I'm
talking
sorry,
about.
Ray.
But
no.
so before we
We
went
were
to break,
talking about
and whoever
men's
about
mental
me
health.
do the edit, she was getting on my top regarding my
The moisture?
No, the comments in which I said prior. I don't know how much you're gonna get, but I want to give you some feedback or a kickback. Not
Give us opportunity to.
Well, no, I was saying I didn't say women are incapable. That's not what I said.
Get
If
on,
they do a
get it.
playback. That's not what I said. I didn't say incapable. I said it'd be very challenging and difficult.
That is not what you said. You said very concretely that it would
I'm
not
not
be
here.
maintained as well.
That's
concrete.
Did y'all
And
see
that's
me?
it.
And that is
That's
saying
That's it.
that we are not capable of doing it.
No, that's not saying that.
That's
It's
exactly
too
what
hard.
that's
No, it's not
saying.
too
Just because you didn't use the exact vocabulary, that is exactly what it's saying.
hard. If
She
I
say
said-
verbiage. That's a better word.
Verbiage is important.
Nah, I'm saying she said vocabulary, but she should have said verbiage. Yeah,
It's all the same thing.
I know.
They're synonyms. They're called synonyms, guys.
There you go. But back to what
The more you know. He said did it. He did
yeah.
it.
He did it earlier too.
Yeah, the more you
And
know.
actually said it.
Yeah, the more you know. But back to when I say things will be challenging and difficult, does not mean the same as incapable. And that when I say it's true, dude,
I'm not talking about the part where you said challenging and difficult.
That's what I said.
I'm talking about the part where you concretely said that it would not happen. Like it would not be maintained. Is what you
to the
said.
same level?
It would not be maintained.
To the same level?
Not it would be challenging and hard to maintain.
I'm not
it
in
would
this.
be
Don't look
hard
at
to
me.
maintain.
I'm not helping
Word
you.
for
I know you
word
know.
is what you
Okay.
said. That is very concrete and
Get it
very
in,
much
Clyde.
saying that we are not capable
and what
of
I'm
doing
saying is, and I'm gonna double down on this again, it will not be maintained in the same degree in which it
I
is
didn't say that.
currently, as is.
We not here.
And now this is all due respect to the women's species from generations before and the generations going forward. There's a reason why even now, yes, you have women in construction, right? You have women in these more masculine fields. However, they don't even apply in droves because it's not what you guys are built for. Y'all can't handle those conditions long term as a mass.
That's the stuff that pisses me off.
Okay,
Don't say
here we
we
go.
can't handle it long term.
Okay.
Some of us cannot, but there are women that are very capable
Which
of
I
doing it.
which I led with saying there are women in these fields, yes, to a small degree.
Then the WNBA.
Stupid. But I'm saying what I'm saying is as a mass influx of applications being filled out, resumes submitted, and being qualifying to go to these particular places of employment, they're not doing it for that very reason because
they don't want to. The ones that want to do it are doing it, and they still catch hell from men that think like you in the field.
I'm saying, but I respect. I work side by side, even in the Marine Corps. There are women who pull the trigger just as quick as we do. But I'm speaking to that. There's a reason why that doesn't happen at mass because you're just not built to be doing these things for the very reason because that's not going to happen. And in the event, if we were to swap places, right? Just like if men did the things that women do at mass, we would fail in that particular line where we're not built for those particular things. From mental capacity, emotionally, mentally, whatever it takes and requires to do these particular jobs.
So that's saying that single dads aren't good at being
Hold
single
on.
dads.
Hold on. See, now you're conflating. I said at mass in general. I'm not saying the exception to the rules of the small percentage that are doing it. But but then it still comes with challenges and difficulties because
everything in life, even
I know,
what we are born to do, comes
ma'am.
with challenges and difficulties.
And
but you figure the shit out.
But I'm saying
so it's your concrete notion of it's just not possible is what irritates me.
Long term, it would not work. It would.
So all the females that are long term in these, they're not gonna be successful.
I'm still at mass doing
No.
That's what I said.
Long term, the women that are in these roles that you say are not for women, they're not going to be successful long term.
That's not what
I'm asking you. That was a question. That was a question.
I'm saying
that was a question.
I have to repeat.
Yes or no?
What did I speak to?
I'm asking you a question.
And large.
Are you saying the women that are in these roles are not going to be successful long term?
They can be successful.
Okay,
long term.
there you go. Period. So just because it's not at mass, because women aren't choosing these fields, does not mean. So if there was an influx of women and we did see an increase in it, it doesn't mean that that career field is going to go to shit and that they wouldn't be successful. No, it would not.
Because hypothetically, let's say women increased in the construction field 35%, and men went elsewhere, whatever. They went to different jobs, careers, paths, whatever, right?
It's just happening.
It is happening in the shit.
I said 35 to.
I know. I'm not here though. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
If that was to take place, the world of construction would crumble.
No, it would not.
Yes, it would.
No, it wouldn't.
Because
that is so offensive to all the females that do choose that.
I'm not saying those women who are excelling and doing great things. That happens. I see it. I applaud it.
But you're saying that if it was an influx of women like that, it would not survive.
Because they will never happen.
So that's
for that very reason.
Okay.
Because they will not go that route, and then just the long hours that come with it, the nature of the job that comes with that, and
long hours.
The elements.
That's your argument. Long hours.
I'm saying that if we're in a place of employment with AC and controlled environment versus outside in the elements, long term. it would become days they're like, I'm fuck this, I'm done.
Okay.
They will probably quit, move on, and this is not for me.
Okay.
I mean, men do that too.
But I'm speaking to, okay, once again.
Oh no, I'm just speaking on the fact
not
that
here,
you said long hours and people.
I'm going by the,
Yeah.
I'm going,
Like,
hold
the
on,
argument's not strong, bro.
I was just speaking on
It's
that
not.
portion. So I understand where you're coming from, and I get like your perspective,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
I understand your perspective as well. So with you are stating that because naturally women are specifically put here for something, your opinion is that because an industry that is known to be predominantly men, that it would not survive if it was an influx of women. However, your perspective, and this is also going off facts, that women are smarter than men. So I do believe that if it was an influx, it can be maintained. Now, genetically, long term, it will have an effect on the women because the emotion, the physical, all of that plays a part into that. But we also have to realize in order for that influx and with the long hours, those have to be women that may not necessarily want to have children. That's just my personal opinion on that. So I would say we're just gonna have to agree to disagree when it comes down to that.
But if we talking about influx and women and all that shit, it's like evolution. You don't think that as time progresses, if it was an influx of women, that they would not evolve to take those roles?
It's not built to go that way. It's not happen. It will never happen. Not in my lifetime, not in 3 lifetimes, not in 100 lifetimes.
Okay.
Because men and women have been on this world for millennia, eons, long ass time.
And shit has changed.
To a degree, but not to the degree I'm speaking to.
Okay.
I'm talking about like roles, not saying fully reversed, but I'm saying regarding a significant increase from a percentage standpoint. Women doing this in this field, it won't sustain itself.
You should talk to the women.
Well, I'm asking, you brought it up.
He shouldn't talk to me no more about it because we just gonna have to hard time disagree because I just think that that's not it.
Yeah,
I'm not here. Don't look at me.
I would say agree to disagree on that because, I mean, when you think about society now of how things are, women take on a lot when a man is not present.
I agree.
So when you have that, women figure it out, and sometimes some women do it better than men.
And on that figuring it out part, that I even mean that when it comes to the whole masculine, you need to be strong, and that women have creative ways of getting around a lot of shit that would require a man to do it. So if there were an influx of women choosing to be in these fields, they know what the fuck they're getting themselves into. They know it. I know I am not one to go into that field, but if you were, you would know what you're getting yourself into. So you would know the labor that comes with it. You would know the hardships that come with it. With any job, I don't care what, you could be a babysitter for crying out loud, or the biggest engineer of all of America. It doesn't matter. Every job is going to come with challenges. You have 2 options. You can let it defeat you regardless of what your gender is, or you can figure the shit out. And if there are women choosing to be in these roles, they know what they're doing. They know what they're getting themselves into, and they are capable of figuring the shit out.
Yeah, it just comes with the territory of whatever you step your foot into, regardless of what it is. That goes for both men, women, boy, girl, they, them, him, her, it, whatever. What you have to realize, what you have to realize is that when you step your foot into a new path or whatever it may be, you also have to take into perspective of what challenges and what territory is going to come with it, and whether or not you're going to, like she said, let it defeat you, or you're going to figure it out a way that is going to benefit you in the end to where you become successful. Otherwise, you're going to be miserable and trying to figure some shit out that you're letting it defeat you to that point.
And
So
that
people,
has nothing to do with whether or not you're a man or a woman.
yeah, that's just like in general. So people really have to take into account of who you are individually, and also take accountability, which is a lot of people's problems, is that they don't know how to be accountable for their thoughts and their actions, because what you say, like your thoughts turns into words, your words turns into actions, your actions turn into habits.
Yep.
And so over time, you also have to realize that that's the whole like mental health awareness part of like tying this all together, is because whatever you think is going to eventually portray it. Like sometimes people put on a mask on, you know, like what it is that they do, like whether it's career-wise, relationships, whatever the case may be.
Hopefully it's an N95.
What? What
You
say?
said people put on the mask.
Don't worry.
Oh, boy. Anyway, yeah, come sit with this.
All right,
whatever.
boy.
That part.
Damn.
Yeah.
But-
Not a man, you're a boy.
She don't know what I identify as.
I know, but respect to you. But in the midst of all of that, like we have to like become aware, which is like, you know, like with the mental health, it depends on the individual of what you think. And sometimes people always want to focus on what somebody else think about them, and you will never get anywhere like that at all if you're too focused on what somebody else thinks versus what you think. Because if you let somebody, or I'm not going to say let, when you allow someone to tell you what you can and cannot be, then you are going to be that. So people have to realize that it's what you think about yourself at the end of the day.
Cool.
It's crazy we got here talking about men's mental health.
Yeah.
And then Clyde was saying that men run shit and women ain't shit. And Dorinda got moist. And me and Chrystal been here just chilling.
Are those accurate accounts of what took place?
That's his synopsis and perspective on what happened. So.
Yeah, I got it.
That's a great word.
I agree with his synopsis and perspective.
It's a great word.
Mine is the-
But as far as men's mental health, shout out to you. Happy Father's Day.
Yeah, thanks.
Cool.
Same.
All right. Yeah.
Keep going, sir.
Okay, cool. But no, it's as far as men's mental health, niggas we're not afforded the opportunity to really dwell in mental health shit. So
No.
you're not gonna hear about it as
No,
much.
definitely not hearing much because, even like I said, currently we are overshadowed, just like that.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah. Cause we have to just motherfuckers
Fall
will tell
back
you
and keep going.
just deal with it
Yep.
and get over it.
Pretty much.
So how do y'all feel about that?
JD doesn't want to do the healing, so he doesn't give a fuck. But I'm gonna let you speak
I
for
care.
yourself. That's just my opinion.
I care about the healing.
I'm just going
just
on
don't-
like
He
the
said he's not
last
ready.
conversation.
He said he's
that
not
we
ready to heal. He
had.
said he's not ready to heal. That's why he's not addressed it yet.
Cause it don't matter.
See?
Why do you feel like it doesn't matter?
Cause society tells you that it doesn't matter.
That's society.
Scrape your knee.
Wait.
Don't cry. Get over it.
That's society. So
Get-
how? So
At me?
if you were to take society away from it, how would you feel if you were able?
I need the deal. I would feel like I need the deal, yeah. But I'm not afforded the opportunity or the time to deal.
And
Be a man. Get over it.
I get that.
Yeah. Just
But if you were provided the space and opportunity,
would I?
yeah.
No.
See?
Why?
So
And
don't worry.
that's why I said what I
So,
said.
when
That's exactly why I said what I
first
said.
addressed not too long ago, they couldn't get nowhere. They couldn't get nowhere with this man at that time either.
Yeah.
They got somewhere with me.
No, well, some
I
people.
told them what it was.
Well, so
and-
she kind of already knew, but other people they got more information. It was solidified. Okay.
Shout out to Slim. She got angry.
Oh, well,
She was big mad at you.
She was big mad.
Big
She
Slim
made me
was
still
big
be
mad.
mad about something. But they had a further understanding of you as a person. Like, okay, this guy is really this whatever.
And I had before that, which is why, like I said, I do force things or have forced some things on him, but
You give me
also
books and shit.
in his defense, he's actually taken it and looked and read some of the stuff and said that he's gotten stuff from it, and whether he wants to admit it or not, that is a tiny crawl in the direction of healing.
But you're not as a dude. You're not. No, you can't.
I'm willing to keep the
You
healing
can't,
going myself personally because I'm
He's
still.
just not
Hell
to that
no.
point.
What you mean?
Hell no, you stern in your
Healing?
masculinity.
No,
you are.
Very
Healing.
much so.
Hey, for real. That's what I'm
very-
saying.
But that's separated from
But-
the
but
healing
what-
aspect though.
No, once you get to the
Not
point,
necessarily.
exactly. Once you, if
Well-
you're healing from
my current opinion.
trauma
About,
and everything
but my
else,
current opinion regarding the matter of the conversation we just had has nothing to do with my healing. That's separate.
That one- the same.
What
Not-
they're saying
You don't think so?
is, what they're saying is when it comes to certain things that you are on your journey to heal, it's going to open your perspective to that masculinity
There it is. That's a
portion
good-
that
that's-
you are stern about.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying. So that also comes with JD, with him saying that even if he's given the opportunity and space
Yeah.
to open and heal, he's not going to do so.
yeah, no, it's scary.
And that's the thing. But eventually, over time, he's
She rolled
going
her
to have
eyes
to,
and we talking about healing. It's crazy.
What?
People don't
because
know what
it's
to
scary for him. He's going to have to eventually be
the
comfortable
fear.
with the uncomfortable to face that portion, and that's
Yeah.
going to happen over time with him personally.
Yeah.
He's going to have to do that on his
He's
own.
gonna have to make the choice, because if until he makes that choice, it won't happen. There are people that die unhealed.
do. Yeah, I got maybe about 30, 35 more summers.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah, in life.
That puts about
Not
seven-
living.
Yeah, God willing,
Tomorrow's not
yeah,
promised to
God, yeah, it's
anybody.
not
No, you're right.
I got about
But
35 more
70,
summers.
70, 80, that's good.
But
Yeah.
also, I give respect because
I know you closer to.
he knows that. So you have some people that won't even acknowledge it.
Well, he said that.
I
that's
say
why-
that all the time. I
that's
know,
why he
I
don't
know
get
I'm
involved.
flawed.
That's why he
Yeah.
don't get involved with certain people because he don't even want to damage them because he's not ready. So
And
he-
that's perfectly fine, but that's what I'm saying. He's acknowledged that fact.
Flawed, yeah.
Yeah.
So I give respect to him
Yes.
for that because you have people that go along with life not even acknowledging nothing at
And
all.
they think everybody else the issue, and it's really them.
Exactly. And it's really them, and they're hurt. Hurt people.
Hurt people, ain't it,
So
man?
the fact that he knows that he has a certain flaw and he doesn't want to get involved to a certain level with someone,
Yeah.
I respect it because he knows that,
Yes.
and he's willing to, communicate that to someone. Now, whether they take it
Yes.
and go along, that's on them.
But when he spoke to just not too long ago,
The
there's
panel?
still
The distinguished panel.
that part.
Yeah.
There's still it's overlooked and there's still not a space.
Talking about men's mental health.
Yes, that we're still not there.
But that's
And even
because
go ahead.
with society made it to where the man doesn't need to cry. The man doesn't need to show his emotion. That's why when my friends, people I even, go to a certain level with a relationship.
You gotta check on your strong friends.
I want them to, have that open space and that open mind to be comfortable with the uncomfortable,
She over there being moist. That's cool.
to understand that when it comes down to
She over there being moist.
I'm
man.
not society, so I want you to be able to communicate over time about what it is that you're feeling. And I'm going to ask those tough questions and have those tough conversations because I want you to really take thought into more of what it is, because this just like my previous relationship with somebody. He literally told me, he was like, I wanted a relationship. He was like, but being around you, I never really took into like deep thought of a relationship, of going, like deeper, of effective communication, being able to, like talk about the things that I dislike, arguments and stuff like that. We have to understand that when you're involving another person, whether it's a significant other, family member, friend, whatever, there are going to be trials and tribulations and challenges because you want to get to know that person to a deeper level. But individually, you have to tiptoe with certain things and being able to let that person grow to understand what it is that they want out of it. And you're not going to get anywhere being closed off. So sometimes you have to be open-minded to give that, to have patience with that person to be able to grow in their own time, because nothing's going to happen overnight.
Cool beans. No, I'm trying to help.
It sounded.
I'm alright. We're not switch. We can kind of conclude it so we can let her get some fresh cool.
But
in,
when it's all said and done, like the spaces for y'all watch the show? You don't watch it. Yeah, you watch the show.
A few episodes.
You don't watch the show?
No, I said I was gonna start it though.
All right, the dopest thing, and I've been having this conversation with a lot of people. The dopest thing they do on the show is that all of the dudes on the show, they sit around and they talk, and they express themselves and say how they feel about a certain issue, and everybody that's there, how can we support you? And that's a conversation that they have amongst themselves, all of the dudes. So it's like a men's circle or whatever you want to call it. But that's a dope thing that they do. And I think that should be something that should be applied to a lot of people in life. Because a lot of niggas will swallow they shit. As far as pause. It's Pride Month. I ain't got to say pause.
I don't care.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of guys, we swallow our emotions, the way that we feel about certain shit, and don't express it, and let it boil over until it can't boil no more. So that's one thing. I keep telling you, like the macaroni shit. That shit.
Yeah, we didn't dig too deep into that, but you don't know what he's talking about, right? Macaroni, the guy who plays Tariq on Power, Go Son.
What about?
He was on the recent stream.
He was on the stream, and the dude that does the stream, his sister came in and grabbed his meat, on camera, and he was uncomfortable while they was live streaming.
And then in the stream, 20 minutes later, he left and got the fuck on out of there. But the fact of the matter is, he gave a statement. He did a really good job with his statement. If the roles were reversed and he grabbed someone like that,
he would be in big ass trouble.
Yeah.
He'd been done acting.
Yeah.
He'd been fucked.
Damn.
So once again, the same space, a lot of shit going on. But
even and no knock to 50, because 50 be a troll and be funny.
Yeah.
But 50 even was like, I'll get over it. We ain't gonna press charges on or nothing like that. It is what it is type shit.
So you're right. It's not okay, but that's just the nature of
the beast.
The beast itself.
How many times have you been somewhere and a woman grabbed me?
A lot.
Yeah.
Even in the club.
I know. They do it all the time.
Yeah, but also in that same club, you have,
we was dressed like that. We wanted to. Yeah.
No,
I'm just saying.
I should have worn them sweatpants.
That part.
Some men do grab on women, so I feel
definitely been grabbed.
So no,
So that means that.
Hold on. We understand
hurt people.
That part, and also we understand that, Chrystal, but let's stick to what we're sticking to.
It's not okay.
Yeah, it's never okay for anything.
Yeah,
but what we're saying is, a woman is going to do that to y'all, and y'all not going to react. But when a man does it to us, we're going to react.
No, we y'all should. Y'all definitely should.
It's not okay.
Y'all should
not okay.
too.
Y'all should.
We can't.
But we
But
can't.
what I'm saying
We can't though.
But what we're gonna do? What
He
really?
should be pressing charges on
That's what they was telling he should do. But what
We can't though.
But in reality, if JD leave when he leaves,
All right, say we all in the same club.
Yep.
And I'm in there, and we're having drinks, and a woman comes up, grab my meat. I'm not gonna grab security and say,
"Get her out of here."
Get her out of here.
Being realistic, come on.
And I'm pressing charges because she.
Security
as a dude, I can't.
Security probably laugh at him like, "What?"
That part, yeah.
Like, what? Come on, go get her number.
And I understand that, but also at the same time, that's what you should do. You should, regardless of you getting laughed at, handle your business.
But he's saying there will be no consequence because
as a dude, you can't do that.
Security won't even take him seriously.
Of course not. But
then,
that's just
but it's a new point. If he goes to the security this woman grabbed my dick at the bar. Can you remove her?
She groped the shit out of me.
That part, he like, man, get out of my face. Nothing gonna happen.
She didn't tell me I was cute.
He
She
gonna
just
go back
grabbed
to
the
it.
meat.
He gonna come join the group that he was just part of. Like, man, nothing happened. The night's gonna continue.
SA is different for dudes
It's
than
a
it
double
is.
standard.
Yeah. So that's
But it's just like
they
when,
get back
you
to
know,
the
like
safe
people-
space and the time. Even currently with the month thing, what we kind of highlighted, it's overshadowed. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but that's
Father's Day too.
also,
I mean, but look at that for real.
but that's also.
Did you get your socks and drawers?
I didn't get shit.
I know.
Yeah. I'm saying.
I go to Father's Day, but that's also a double standard when it comes down to. I'm going to say. How can I say this?
Take your
This is
time.
going to be raw for some people
No, say it. We good.
It's okay.
when it comes to sexual assault. So.
SA, got you.
Is that part?
Because we gotta be careful. You can't get motherfuckers.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Right,
Certain word you gotta say great. And all this
Right. So that's also a double standard because people really don't think that you guys go through that same situation, and y'all do.
Well, I had my meat grammed a lot.
shit. I was like, what the fuck?
And
And,
so,
and then they smile at you and they do it.
Yeah, like it's
That's
cool.
And walk away like, this motherfucker is real.
so that's why I understand like the double standard when it comes down to that, because there have been cases to where like the same thing that happens to women,
Yes, ma'am.
it does happen to y'all.
Yes.
Yeah.
And people have to realize that it's never okay for a woman to do it to a man,
I
just
agree.
like it's not okay for a man to do it to a woman.
But the thing is, everyone recognizes it's not okay, but we're saying that it's never going to change.
A female
But
teacher
what I'm
sleeping
saying-
with a underage man will probably get a year or two. A man sleeping with an underage woman will probably get 30 years.
Yeah, but I feel like it should
Or
be
fired just for letting
Right.
students take down his hair.
Oh, wow. That was crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
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 That's
But
definitely
it's
crazy.
for like seriously, because me and my sister were talking about it because she's a teacher. I work in education. Them white girls be letting them kids play in their hair all day, all day. The end. Period. Nothing happens.
So once again,
Right.
you were
During school hours, but he took out the time that they completed their work.
Mhm.
They did everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's the end of the day. It doesn't take that long to take down hair. But because he is a man,
Mm-hmm. A black one at that.
15.
so
Look at you caping for black
Or really
people.
not,
But that's what I'm saying. But at the end, nothing's going to change. We recognize it. We understand it. We know it exists. But when it comes to this, what we're talking
Y'all
about,
gonna have to start the hashtag men too.
No, thanks.
cause
Like-
no, because everybody then like identify as a man. So yeah, it'll be confused, convoluted.
Well, that's gonna happen anyway because of this whole
It's gonna lose its message.
Right.
It's gonna go away to the wayside. They're not gonna take it seriously.
Don't say men too, cause
That,
he felt some way about Terry Crews.
dude, so why let's not revisit this. It's not. Don't be.